We are in the green. I think you could call it a Money Monday. Maybe you might want to call it a Magic Monday. But today, we're going to talk about stocks to buy in 2017. Are you ready? No, not you. No. Yeah. Let's get started. Look at the Dow Jones up 21 points. The S&P 500 up 5 points. The Nasdaq up 26 points. The global Dow up 12 points. Gold up 2 points. And oil up slightly, 0.29 points. That's what's going on in the markets. We're in the green. Now, what's going on in the markets, you ask? Well, there's a promoter promoting PLLX today, doing an unbelievable job. Got the alert this morning. It's climbed 209%. Now, please don't chase it. They are saying it's going to go higher tomorrow. It might. But, you know, we need to snipe people. We can't chase this. It's up 209%. That's dangerous. That's suicidal. We don't want suicide. No. We want winners. We want winning. Remember what I said, guys. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Look for great companies that you love in your heart and in your gut. And then when they're in the red, that's when you buy. And when they're in the green, that's when you sell. Now, if you've been lucky enough to take advantage of this ride, a 209% return on PLLX, don't be greedy, people. Take your money and run. That's the way to do it. That's how you win. And then you put your money in a cash position and you live to fight for another day. Learn to be a sniper. Learn to be a ninja. Even I am still learning every day how to get better at sniping. How to get better being a ninja. Get in, get out, take your money and run. Have no emotion. Don't just trade like a robot. A robot wouldn't have emotion. They would take the 209% and say thank you very much. And then they get ready for the next opportunity. So this is what we need to do, people. This is how we will win. So that's PLLX. A big winner. Let's give it up to Pro Trader, a promoter who's doing an incredible job on this deal today. I got to give credit where credit's due. When you bring a winner, you deserve recognition. It's true. So right now, PLLX is on full alert. But like I said, I ain't buying it. It's up 209%. I'll watch it. Throw it on my watch list. Put it on my radar. But I ain't gonna buy it. Not when it's up 209%. That is suicide. I really want to educate and teach you guys how to buy low, sell high. I'm still conditioning myself because as a human, we naturally chase the winners. But I want to show you what happens when you buy low and sell high. You ready? Now, last week I told you guys, PNTV is a good company, but you want to buy in the red, sell in the green. Well, guess what? It went down to 14 cents. I said it's probably creating a buying opportunity, and it has. Back now at 17 cents today, traded 2.6 million shares. It's the game within the game. It goes down in the red, creates a buying opportunity, then goes back in the green, creating a selling opportunity. If you've been able to snipe this today, congratulations. You're a big winner. PNTV, fully reporting, bulletin board company, in the medical marijuana space, in Nevada, and they just approved recreational marijuana. Got a lot of those check marks. Check. All those check marks you look for when you're looking for winners. Now, on Friday, I talked about a stock The stock is BVTK. And BVTK has news again today. Every single day they bring in the news. So what I'm going to do, since it's got some news, I think what I'll do for you, the people, I'll bring you some really good music that the people in my community will really understand. And even the people outside the community, the trolls, will understand probably even more. I'll bring up the Angel of Mercy. The Angel of Mercy, BVTK, traded 77 million shares at 0017 by 0018, up 5.9%. Now there's 7.5 million shares on the bid and 28 million shares on the offer, which means there's 4 times more selling pressure than buying pressure. But this is what I want to show you. There's an announcement. There's news. Shall we read it? We want to know why this is going up. We want to know why this has got so much buying pressure. So let me show you why. First, I'll let you look at the level 2. Look at it carefully. Gotta love the Angel of Mercy. I mean, who doesn't love the Angel of Mercy? My goodness. It's so good it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurts. Feels so good, it actually hurts. So please, trolls, we're ready. If you like to troll, come on down. My administrators are just ready to snipe, and we need some sniper practice. We love to hunt trolls on Rich TV Live. We literally hunt the trolls. So, come on down. We'll be ready. All right, enough Angel of Mercy. I think I've heard enough of the Angel of Mercy for a day. But let's just have a catalyst. Let's have a catalyst for this news. We need a catalyst for this news. We need something powerful. Let's bring out the champ. Are you ready? Because I was born ready. Are you ready for the news? We need to do the due diligence. We need to know why BVTK is on fire and going up since April 1,800%. What could be the catalyst? Well, let's read the news, shall we? I'll blow this up for you guys so you can see it. eCrypt1 pilot program update. Large IT company negotiating distribution deal for eCrypt1. Sounds good, right? I gotta try to get it on one page. Okay. So BravTech Solutions, BVTK, I talked about it on Friday. A next generation cybersecurity software, hardware, and solutions provider today announced that it is negotiating with a large IT firm, okay, champ, for them to secure exclusive rights. I gotta shrink this one more. Here we go. I want to put this real close. Exclusive rights for eCrypt One related to their message handling system, whereby this international software and IT services firms would secure exclusive distribution rights to use, sell, as well as market eCrypt One throughout the continental United States and to 29 NATO countries. This Fortune 2000 company is a leader in developing IT software and services to military markets, as well as to government agencies and to state and local entities. This innovative leader plans to retrofit eCrypt One into an existing software solution, and the preliminary testing results have met the company's expectations. The pilot program is deemed a success. This is exactly what we needed to bring a complete cyber solution to our existing client base of all military personnel in the U.S. alone, said one engineer who asked for anonymity. BVTK has been actively involved in this pilot program, and the results of these efforts are now coming to fruition. It should just be a matter of time before the IT market is aware of what BVTK is doing to assist militaries around the world to secure their operations. Anticipated yearly revenue to BVTK, are you ready for this? Are estimated conservatively in excess of $2.5 million per year. Didn't they just close a deal that made them $1 million last Friday? Now they're closing another deal that's going to fruition that's going to make them another $2.5 million. This is called doing the due diligence, people. BVTK is working directly with senior management BVTK is working directly with senior management in the engineering department of the IT company with positive test results. The goal is to integrate eCrypt One into the company's own software solution, add email services, and improve its ability to fend off virus. Can you help us fend off the trolls? Spam, another word for trolls. Malware, another word for trolls. And phishing attacks for its users capable of supporting military operations worldwide. eCrypt One, along with its lockdown capability to prevent virus, spam, phishing attacks, and the attacks proliferated by malware, BVTK also delivers a powerful employee education program to ensure each and every employee is properly trained and educated on how to spot cyber attacks and how to avoid them. World-class IT and design support. BVTK is providing this unique solution by not only delivering an effective cybersecurity software product that serves as an email management system, but BVTK is also delivering world-class IT support led by Ian Trevelyan, as well as innovative design to go along with that support led by Jim Brown. World-class digital communication program. Within the past 5 weeks, Jim has led an amazing effort to design new ways to share the benefits of our program. This digital component offers a better way to communicate the features and benefits of the BVTK line of cybersecurity products and services. This effort to promote our products, including building the eCrypt One Training Center. Our new partners will enjoy access to this digital pipeline to ensure the benefits of eCrypt One are well spoken for and implemented correctly by every employee and client. This is absolutely enormous news for BVTK. About BVTK Solutions, Inc. BVTK Solutions, Inc. is a high-technology security solutions portfolio provider that assists corporate entities, governments, and individuals, protects their organizations against both physical and cyber attacks through its offering of the most technologically advanced, cost-effective, and reliable software tools and systems. This is huge news, guys. What do we give? What do we do when we find huge news? I think we need the thump and jump. Now, I live in Vancouver, and because I live in Vancouver, I can't buy BVTK because I did my due diligence and they actually had a seized trade. It's true. All you gotta do is go to Rich TV Live, click on stocks, and you can see all of our links right there. All our links are right there. Everything for stocks in a one-stop shop. And you go down to OTC Markets. Oh yeah, we got everything Bitcoin too. It's a one-stop shop. And if you're looking for affiliate links, we got that too. You want to create an online store? We're an affiliate for Shopify. We're just building and building and building and building and growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's true. Every single day. And if you just click on stocks and you go to OTC Markets and you click on OTC Markets and you type in BVTK, I had to do some due diligence. It has a stop sign. I tried to buy some. It wouldn't let me here in Canada. So I tried to figure out why. Click on news on OTC Markets, and I figured it out. Look at this. On August 2nd, 2016, less than a year ago, BVTK had a BCSC seized trade order, which means you cannot buy or sell the stock if you're in Vancouver, and I just happen to be in Vancouver. So, I mean, I don't know why this happened. I mean, I could just assume they had some wrong people working with the company at the time. Now, hopefully, I'm going to speak to Tom and we can address the situation so people in Canada can buy the stock. Because with all these big news, with $1 million deals, $2.5 million deals being closed almost every week, obviously, I believe this company has huge potential. But there's some issues affecting the company from the past that we need to work through so that we, the Canadians, we, the people in Vancouver, get an opportunity to buy the stock as well. But I had to do my due diligence, find out why, and now I know why. That's why it's very important that you, the people, learn to do your due diligence, because I want to help you people make money, And I want to help you people create freedom. And Rich TV Live will always be free to you, the people. Because at the end of the day, all we want to do is help you win. Now the question is, who's watching? Because if you're not watching, you're not winning. And my goal here today is to show you stocks to buy in 2017 and explain to you why you want to buy that stock. Now, we talked about PNTV. We talked a little bit about PLLX, which is up now 217% and doing a good job because of the promoters. I've talked a little bit about PNTV, which I really like, and it's now up to 18 cents, up 18%. So it definitely was creating a buying opportunity last week at 14 cents. And it is now climbing. Look at the bids here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 bids at 14 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offers that I see. 7 offers at 18. Trading now 4.7 million shares. My goodness, I think this needs to go on full alert. What do you guys think? I think we need to get on full alert. Where is it? Buy in the red, sell in the green. If you bought in the red last week and you sell today, that's like a 30% return. That's how you win. Study these stocks, date them, put them on your watch list, buy in the red, sell in the green. If you did that, you would have made 30% in a few days. Now that's a chicken dinner. For some of you, it might even be surf and turf. And on those special occasions, maybe even a fat old turkey. Now up 19.2% and climbing as we speak, live on Rich TV Live. Let me let you guys see the show. Watch the trades come in. Watch. This is live. It is climbing. Wow. Watch it climb. We're about to be up 20%. Haven't I been talking about PNTV every day? Wasn't I the first to talk about PNTV when it was at 2 cents? Now at 18 cents? That's a return of 900%. Look at this. Michael Bradley, you must be happy, my friend. Congratulations. You have finally turned your company into a success, my friend. It's taken you years. But you know what? I'm proud of you, man. You're now making millions of dollars. When you have a company like this trading 5 million shares a day at this price, they've pulled out about $1 million out of the market today. So this is turning into a cash cow. A cash cow. Now, don't chase it, guys. Like I've told you before, this is the opportunity to sell. You should have been buying when it was in the red last week. Now, I never like to tell people when to buy because I am only Rich Stradamus. I'm not Nostradamus. As Rich Stradamus, I can bring you the winners, and I've been bringing you this winner, and I'm now bringing you this winner, okay? And I will continue to bring you the winners. And last week, I actually brought you another winner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some of the blam. VNCE. Were you watching? Because if you're not watching, well, I understand you're not winning. Because I talked about it last week. And it's a New York Stock Exchange deal. And it's up today 32% after I brought it to you on Friday. And it was up on Friday. And I said, New York Stock Exchange deals, I love them. Because on the NASDAQ, companies get shorted with impunity. So when we go public, and Rich TV Live will go public, and when we go public, we will go public on the New York Stock Exchange because we don't want to be shorted with impunity on the NASDAQ like they're doing to Snap. We don't want that. So if you want a good winner, VNCE on the New York Stock Exchange up 31%. Ooh, yeah. Traded 8 million shares and it's still only at 78 cents. Now don't chase it, guys. Don't chase it. Watch it. Date it. Get to know its tendencies, and when it goes in the red, that's when you snipe it. And when it goes in the green, that's when you sell it. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Condition yourself to watch the stocks, date the stocks, buy in the red, sell in the green. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Don't be like a sheep following the herd, because then you get left holding the bag. It goes all the way up. This is where people buy it. And then it comes all the way down, and that's when people get panicky, and then they sell it. And that's how the market makers take your money. It's called taking the meat off the bone. Learn to play the game within the game. This is about becoming an expert. And I am no expert. I'm simply Rich Stradamus. But what I can do is I can teach you and teach myself how to be conditioned to buy in the red and sell in the green, and only do that. And when you do that, you give yourself a better chance to win. But when you when you buy in the green and sell in the red, you will lose every single time. And I don't want you guys to lose. I want you to win, because how are you going to create freedom if you're losing? You can only create freedom if you're winning. So let's win, people. Would you like to win? I want to win. So let's win. All right. What else do we got? What else do we got? What else is going on in the markets today? Well, I have another company to show you, and we're going to start dating right now. Club Corp Holdings, under the symbol MYCC, on the New York Stock Exchange, up 30%. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. Traded 20 million shares at $17. It's a big winner. And remember, don't chase it. Watch it. If you watch it, you will win. If you chase it, you will lose. Now, I want to bring a deal to your attention. Atila. Let's break the news, Atila. Isn't it funny that the trolls are staying out of the room? Atila, the medical marijuana gorilla. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Rich. How are you doing?
I'm doing unbelievable, my friend. Let's talk. We got some news that you want to break, so let's break it, my friend.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm watching your show there, and I see that Sherry Levy is following. Awesome to see Sherry following again.
Absolutely.
I know she's a big MJ fan, too, so we got some news on Aurora cannabis today. It's not going to take place for a couple weeks, though, I think. But the great news is that the Toronto Stock Exchange has given them conditional approval to uplist from ventures to the big boys, the TSX, which now opens them up to also the institutional investors, which I'm really looking forward to in the next several months.
That is absolutely huge news. Let me pull up the siren. Guys, put ACBFF, ACB in Canada on full alert. They have received conditional approval to go to the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange, moving from the OTCQX currently, and the Toronto Stock Exchange Venture Exchange. And now they're going to be moving to the big boards, the Toronto Stock Exchange, which I believe is going to increase this share price dramatically. So I am going to start loading up on Aurora Cannabis. I'm going to buy as much as I can. I'm going to load up big time on this position, and I'm going to win big. What do you think? You going to load up?
For sure. You know, I was a big Supreme follower for the longest time there, and I'm actually quite disappointed with the way that Supreme has performed recently. So, and actually, to tell you the truth, for the several months now. But and you know, I would highly recommend Aurora Cannabis. They, you know, a lot of analysts have them to surpass even Afria. Not to say that that's going to happen, but this is a lot of people's opinions. Aurora is constantly making, you know, major moves, strengthening their position. I love this company. This is a company that's going to, like, big time make a big splash in the marijuana industry for sure. They've already got their hands in Australia, Europe. They've bought the Panados pharmacies, which is going to distribute their cannabis. They are super for the future. And, you know, they could end up actually rich being number one, I believe, considering that Canopy's kind of going through a little bit of growing pains here as of recent. So I'm looking at Aurora Cannabis to possibly be number one. They're my number one right now.
Wow.
And you know, you can really tell the difference. I mean, go look at Supreme's site. I recommend anyone go on, do your due diligence, go on Supreme's site, see what kind of plans they've had and what kind of acquisitions they've made and what kind of things they're doing for the future. It's literally zero. They've got zero going for them really right now, other than the fact they're B2B sales, which is, frankly, I think just limited with how they're going to do with that, because of that. Everybody's expanding. Those B2B sales will only be good for so long because everyone's expanding. They're not going to need to sell, or people are not going to need Supreme to buy marijuana from. They're all expanding. They're going to have all their expansions are, you know, they're all kind of aiming for that recreational, and some of them will make it, some of them will not make it. And I don't know, Supreme is not looking all the greatest lately. They're going to have to do something dramatic, something really big to get any interest, because take a look at the shares today. I predict they're going to be below $1 today.
Is Aurora Cannabis located in Vancouver?
It is. It's located in. No, actually, it's in Alberta. They're located in
right.
Alberta. And,
that's right. Because the press release.
I'm sorry, yes, they are located currently right now. I'm so excited about this great big new location that they're building in Alberta at the airport there. This is an 800,000 square foot, which they've already started production, or not production, but construction on that phase of their expansion, and that's going to be an awesome state-of-the-art facility.
Can I just quickly read a little bit here?
Sure.
Okay,
absolutely.
So I have the press release here on OTC Markets. I pulled it up from Vancouver, which is interesting because I didn't know these guys were located in Vancouver. So I definitely need to get in contact with these guys and see if we can work with them closely. I love Aurora Cannabis. I own it. I have my own kids' RESPs invested into Aurora because I believe long-term this company is a monster.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just read what they came out the news today. So they are listed in Canada, America, and they are listed in Germany under the simple 21P WKN A1C4WM. So Aurora Cannabis Inc., the company, or Aurora, announced today that the company has received conditional approval from the Toronto Stock Exchange, the TSX, to graduate from the TSX Venture Exchange and list its common shares on the TSX. Upon receiving final approval, the common shares will continue to trade under the symbol ACB. In conjunction with listing on the TSX, the common shares will voluntarily delisted from the TSX Venture Exchange prior to the commencement of trading on the TSX. Aurora's graduation to the TSX, for which we anticipate receiving final approval imminently, is another exciting milestone, reflecting our remarkable pace of growth and expansion. This company's trading at $2. This is totally for sale. This is totally on sale. This is 100% on sale. This is absolutely a buying opportunity for the ages, okay? Reflecting our remarkable pace and growth of expansion, both across Canada and internationally, says Terry Booth, CEO. Since we began commercial operations 18 months ago, Aurora has established itself as a driving force with one of the strongest brands in the cannabis industry due to the constant innovation and consistent execution. Tangible developments such as the construction of Aurora Sky, our 100,000 kilogram per year cannabis production facility, the acquisitions in Quebec and Germany, as well as strategic investments in Can Group in Australia and Radiant Technologies in Alberta, reflect how Aurora continues to set new standards in the industry. Having uplisted from the CSE to the TSX Venture in October 2016, we believe that now graduating to the TSX will enable us to address an even wider investor audience, both domestically and internationally. We remain focused strongly on building shareholder value and look forward to reporting on our progress as a member of Canada's flagship stock exchange. About Aurora. Aurora's wholly owned subsidiary, Aurora Cannabis Enterprise Inc., is a licensed producer of medical cannabis pursuant to Health Canada's access to cannabis for medical purposes regulation, ACMPR. The company operates a 55,200 square foot state-of-the-art production facility in Mountain View County, Alberta, and is currently constructing a second 800,000 square foot production facility known as Aurora Sky at the Edmonton International Airport, and has acquired and is undertaking completion of a third 40,000 square foot production facility in Pointe Claire, Quebec, on Montreal's West Island. In addition, the company is the cornerstone investor with a 19.9% stake in Can Group Limited, the first Australian company licensed to conduct research on and cultivate medical cannabis, as well as owns Padonius, a leading wholesale importer, exporter, and distributor of medical cannabis in the European Union, EU, based in Germany. Aurora's common shares trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol ACB. Wow. This is huge.
Powerhouse company. These people are constantly making, advances in the industry. And, I'm not sure if you're even aware, but they've already started they've now got oil sales going for them now, too. They're now currently selling oils.
So what's wrong with this picture? They keep acquiring new entities. They keep growing their business. They keep expanding. But yet the stock isn't going anywhere. They're putting up press releases saying they're going on the TSX, and yet the stock isn't going anywhere. What is wrong with this picture, Atila? What is going on here?
Everybody's experiencing this sort of thing right now. All these MJ stocks are slowing down, Everyone, a lot of people believe that all these marijuana stocks at one point when, who was it? It was a Canopy Grow was up to $18. And everybody felt that all these MJ companies were overvalued.
Well, I mean, they did go up thousands of %. So obviously they had to come back down to life. But the reality is, now they've kind of all just kind of stalled.
Yeah.
Like
For
almost,
sure, absolutely.
almost completely. And I believe it's creating an incredible buying opportunity. But if they don't move, are they really creating a buying opportunity? I mean, we've seen ACB as high as $3.95. So
Right.
it's at $2.15. We've seen it a lot higher. And when it was trading a lot higher, it wasn't in Germany. It wasn't in Montreal. It wasn't in Quebec. It wasn't, doing all of these huge things. It wasn't graduating to the TSX. But yet it was trading at $4. Probably just on hype. And now it seems like they've all just kind of found a floor.
Well, I think a lot of investors are also, after this industry starting to, starting to grow and people are doing their due diligence. I think a lot of people have moved out of the marijuana industry, putting their money in other things and waiting for the industry to catch fire again. I believe the stocks have all come down because of and it could be that they were overvalued. Almost all of them. I mean, look at Abcan. There's just not a tremendous interest in the MJ stocks, not as there was the same time last year. I mean, yeah, they were all catching fire. We're all laughing. I was enjoying it on a weekly basis. I was enjoying those stocks go up. So I was giddy. I was giddy with the way the marijuana stocks were moving. So, but now they've kind of made a reversal, and people are losing a little bit of interest in the marijuana stocks, especially with some of the news that have been coming out, like with the contaminants in some of these companies, and which made a lot of investors kind of fear this kind of situation going on with the entire industry, possibly. And I don't know if some people have second thought or second guessed their investment in the marijuana industry. I still think it's going to be a tremendous industry when it catches fire again. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. I think any one of these MJ producers are going to have periodic concerns with their product. I mean, if they don't get bugs, they'll get some kind of contaminant, or they'll get some kind of contamination with the product. I mean, this sort of thing kind of makes investors worry too, also. But I think that's going to happen in the industry no matter what. I mean, I've even had someone from Abcan actually tell me that even with their tremendous vigilant with creating a kind of environment for their plants that eliminates any kind of contamination, they still get it too. It's not like they don't. Everybody does. I mean, everyone's going to have some of these plants that you have to catch it before it becomes, an infestation. And I think people who are growing under one roof, and literally one roof, and when I say that, I mean, if you're growing in just one entire roof with your entire crops possibly being exposed to some sort of contaminant or some kind of a disease or illness with your plants, you need to nip it in the butt immediately before it spreads across your entire operation. So I think some of these licensed producers, they almost need to have your operation so that you're eliminating these sort of possibilities by having separate rooms and separate greenhouses for each one of these. I mean, they could have 10 greenhouses for their finished product as they're waiting to finish the product. They should have at least, separate their operation within, rooms, separate rooms, and not grow under actually one entire roof. Which limits the infestation or whatever problems that may occur with some of these grow operations. So some of them are safer than others. But again, do your due diligence. Find out from these companies how they grow, or how they, what kind of precautions they take. That's the kind of due diligence people should be doing, because you're gonna a company like Aurora, I mean, is constantly making these, great moves to expand, and they're preparing for the future. They're preparing for the future. So, I mean, like I started to say earlier, you try and compare Supreme with Supreme's got a 342,000 square foot facility. It's not ready to go yet, but again, I don't understand the stock going down.
Well, I think it comes down to the fact that they were overhyped, they were overpromoted, and the market makers are just looking to steal from the public. The market's rigged. Everybody's looking to steal from the public, and when you see stocks go up that high and then they come down, that's all that's happening. People are just stealing from the public.
Yeah, and that's with and who's who can you point the finger at? Because it's got to be the investors or the people who are doing the insiders who are manipulating the industry and who are for their benefit.
Of course.
I think we all took a big hit. All these investors who were jumping in on it. I recall telling you there that one time more people have invested in marijuana than any other industry before that they have never invested before. These people who have never bought a single stock in their lives have bought stocks in marijuana. So not only are they not real good investors as far as, their ability to do their due diligence and, do the things that a good stock picker would do. They're just buying the marijuana stocks because they're on fire, and that's all they keep hearing in the news about the stocks going crazy. So they want to jump in, and they realize, this is an opportunity that is probably not going to come around again for the average human being. So a lot of these investors were, casual investors who just felt this is a great opportunity to make a tremendous amount of money, because this kind of opportunity is not going to come along again very, very soon. This is a once in a lifetime for our particular generation that this is going to happen. I mean, look how long it took. Look how long it took for alcohol, to become accepted, and it's been many, many years in the course of 80, 90 years, right? And now we use alcohol for almost everything. I mean, they say the marijuana is going to almost be the same thing many years down the road. It'll be finally accepted by the community and by humans as a medicine, and as a form of escape from daily grind. And we seem to I seem to think that the human beings need something to kind of get their relaxation from, or to get away from the daily stresses and stuff. I mean, some people do it with alcohol, others will do it with marijuana.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I agree with that. I'm 100% clean and sober. I feel better than I ever have. I feel like this is the government's way of brainwashing the public. I'm concerned for my children. I don't like the direction the world's going in. I think it's going to be way too easy for everyone to get access to marijuana when they're 18. And it's actually concerning. Personally, for me, I'm concerned about the future. I'm concerned about the future. Alcohol's turned into a massive problem. It's probably the #1 killer for drunk driving. Probably the #1 reason that people get in fights when you go to clubs, because everyone's drunk and stupid. Not to say that marijuana does that. It doesn't have those effects. I think when people are high, they're relaxed and they're calm and they get along. But you become a vegetable. Let's be honest. You become unproductive. You forget about your problems, but you also don't create any solutions. And you just are destroying your lungs. You're destroying your health. And you're becoming a zombie, which is ultimately what I believe these higher powers are wanting the people to do. They want us to numb our pain, because they don't want us to really use our brains to realize what's going on and to overtake the people that are what we call the 1% that are controlling this world. Because if the 99% of the world got together and decided to overtake the 1%, what would the 1% do? They'd have no shot. But the reality is we are consistently in our bubble working like slaves in the rat race to fund the 1%'s goals and aspirations and visions. We all work for them. And this is just another example of it. That's all it is, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't think marijuana being legalized is a good thing at all. I don't think it being recreationally legalized is a good thing at all. And in fact, they already said that there's going to be a shortage of marijuana. And the question is, how could there be a shortage of marijuana in Canada when you've got all these companies licensed, all these companies with these huge production facilities, and there's a shortage of marijuana?
Well, they're only allowed to grow so much anyways, and that's big. You have to graduate. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna allow.
I don't think they know how to grow it.
Well, they're not the best at growing it. Some of them believe that they're growing it in a kind of a scientific kind of a manner because you go into these places, they look like biospheres with guys walking around with hospital gowns, masks, and hair.
Attila, the people that I know in the industry are telling me that the stock market for marijuana stocks is going to crash. It already has happened. So I'm sitting back just watching, and I'm telling you, it's going to go down more. And the guys that I know are just waiting for these companies to go down to nothing so they can buy them out themselves. Because the guys that are private, that are operating, are saying to me that these public guys have absolutely no clue what they're doing.
Well, there are. These guys that have been growing it in their basements for 15, 20 years. Those guys know how to grow their marijuana. Exactly. They've been doing it for 15, 20 years. And then you got a bunch of guys that are starting to do it and they expect to be successful. They have no clue what they're doing. And the reality is, ABCAN, I'll give you an example of ABCAN. And why I wanted ABCAN to come on our show, because I told you we would help them. Has their stock gone up since they've gone public? Very little. It's actually come down just like the rest of them, because right now, I think the last time I looked, it was 86 cents. They opened at 80 cents. Their IPO opened at 8. They're up 6 cents from the time their IPO.
So what does that tell you? It tells you, we wanted to have you guys on the show, and you guys just blew us off. Isn't that karma? So now that you've blown us off, I'm going to call you out, ABCAN, okay? If you want help, you know my number. You know Rich TV Live. I can help you. But if you guys think you can do this on your own, trust me, I got more experience in the public markets than you ever will have. I will continue to have more experience than you have. I know how to run a public company better than you guys. Your guys' stock is doing nothing. Your stock doesn't trade. You guys are dead in the water. Dead in the water. So what are you going to do? So what are you going to do, ABCAN? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I'd like to throw my 2 cents in there with that about ABCAN. I was a little disappointed with their IPO. It didn't do. I'm sure a lot of people were, but it didn't do as well as.
I brought them a lot of free publicity. I brought them a lot of free publicity. I brought them a lot of free publicity. A lot. And they've done nothing for me. So I'm going to call them out. That's the way it's going to be. I'll continue to call out companies that think they can use my platform for their benefit. Okay? Yeah, ABCAN, if you would like to work with us, I would love to turn the situation around, and I know how. If you think you can turn this around with no experience in the public markets, I'm telling you right now, get ready to see 60 cents, 50 cents, 40 cents, 30 cents. Get ready.
Yeah, well, those will be our buying opportunities,
Yeah, if I even buy it. If I'm even interested in buying it at all. Because to be honest with you,
there could be much better companies to buy, right?
Because to be honest with you, if you've never run a public company before, and you don't know how to run a public company, and you don't have advisors that have experience running a public company, guys like me that have been in the industry for over 10 years, you have no shot at being successful in the public markets. Because the public markets are not for the faint of heart, and you will get eaten alive.
Yeah. Well, there's that Mr. Rafiki who's created that streaming. It's a Cannabis Wheaton Corp, which offers people not only their expertise at growing the marijuana with technical stuff and with software, everything, and not only that, but they also will hand people money to start their operations. And the shame about ABCAN is that their IPO didn't do as well as they thought, so they actually had to sell a portion of their company to Cannabis Wheaton Corp in order to get more money to fund their expansion. So that's a kind of a shame that, you know, the IPOs didn't do as well. You know, Supreme did quite well with their IPO.
Remember, Atila, let's rewind it. What did I tell you? Remember, you said to me, Rich, you know, they're saying to me it's going to go to $1.15, $1.20. And I said, yeah, those are their IRPR guys. They're paid to say that.
For sure.
Did I not say that? Verbatim.
You did, absolutely, yep.
Did I not call it? And did I not say,
right.
and did I not say, let's see if they come on the show, and if they don't, we'll see what the results are. And do you not know that I actually have had many people come to me and blame me for the fact the stock's gone down? I gave them a lot of free publicity, and they've made me look bad because the stock's come down. Wow. So I got no choice but to call them out now. But at the end of the day, if they want to work with Rich TV Live and they actually want real exposure on a day-to-day basis and they want real eyeballs on their security, give me a call, Abcan. We can turn this around. You need people that are in the industry that know people. I know funders. I know auditors. I know accountants. I know lawyers. I know everybody in the industry, okay? And when you're new to this industry, the only thing that happens to you is you get eaten by sharks.
Well, you know, to tell you that, in all honesty, Rich, though, I got to say, they do have one person there that might be able to help them at all, and that would be Brett Wilson from the...
Brett Wilson knows nothing about the public markets. Nothing.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't follow Brett Wilson that much.
Listen, man, I tell you, I like Brett Wilson. He's a billionaire. He's got a lot of businesses to focus on, okay? I don't think he's concerned about Abcan.
He has a reputation, right?
He has a reputation, but reputation doesn't do anything in the markets, okay? The markets are a different animal, okay? The public market is a different animal, okay? So when you're a dragon and you've got 1,000 different companies you're running, what's Abcan to him? It's just one little entity. Nothing to him. It's a small little investment. He's on the board. Great. He'll take his time. He'll build it. If it goes up, great. If it goes down, great. He doesn't even care. I've heard what he had to say. He believes that this industry is going to go through ups and downs. And he believes it's a long-term investment, the same way I do. But what I'm saying is, if you're Abcan and you want exposure, I'm talking to people every day. We are live every single day. If you want exposure, Abcan, you're going to have to invest into it. And if you want your stock to trade, this is pathetic volume. Nobody gives a shit about Abcan. And they just joined the HMMJ ETF, which is also struggling mightily. So they're doing all the right things. They're doing all the right things, but the stock isn't going anywhere because they don't have a clue about being public.
Yeah. And, you know, they talked about their expansion, and this is really well known. You know, they put out press releases about their expansion, the locations, how big they're going to be, and that's all well and said. And, you know, one of the press releases actually said that, this is a quote, that construction will commence immediately. The word immediately means
now.
Tomorrow,
now.
The next day, sometime this week, but immediately means immediately. Now, it's been over a month since we've talked about that, or even more than a month, and I drive by their location every day, Rich, and I don't see a shovel in the ground.
You do not grow in this business.
Construction immediately. What the hell does that mean?
You do not grow in this business. You do not grow in this business.
They're not going to be ready. They're not going to be ready for recreational. Not at this pace.
You're not going to grow in this business by hoping and wishing. You grow in this business by being strategic and making good moves, smart moves, strategic moves.
So to me, that's false. That's false. They put out false headlines, you know, to try and attract investors, and even that's not working.
And just so you know that is illegal. You cannot put out a press release that is false. That is fully illegal. That'll get you halted, and that'll get your company totally in the black and get your company...
Well, you know, there's always the disclaimer. They should have a disclaimer.
No. Let me make this very clear till I've been in this industry for a long time. You're not allowed to put a press release saying you're going to do something and not do it. That is illegal. That will get you halted. Your disclaimer doesn't protect you against that. When you put out a press release, out, it has to be fact. It has to be factual.
Well, they didn't attach. I got to say one thing, Rich. They didn't attach a date to that.
Okay.
When they said immediately.
Okay.
They didn't attach a date.
So there you go.
Immediately still means immediately to me.
No, I know, but if they're not putting a date on it, then they're protecting themselves.
Sure.
So it's wishy-washy. That's not a real press release. That's fluff. That's what we call a fluff press release. That's wishy-washy. That's weak. That's fluff.
Right.
I'm going to be the guy that's going to keep calling everybody out, man. You try to use me. You try to abuse me and my community. You try to use me and abuse my community, my investors, to give you a bunch of guys that are going to buy your stock and say you're going to work with us, come on our show, and then you just go silent. Trust me when I tell you, I will call you out every single time. You want to unsubscribe? Go right ahead. I couldn't care less.
Yeah. Perfect.
There's plenty of companies. There's 15,000 of them, and I'll continue to work with companies. I'll continue to talk to companies, and I'll continue to expose companies for what they are.
Yeah. And that's what's great about your show too, Rich. That's why I love listening to it, because you're for the people.
Because I got to protect the people. When investors are calling me up, when investors are going on my platform, calling me up saying, "What's up with Abcan? All you did was talk about Abcan. You pushed Abcan. Now you don't even talk about Abcan." Well, why should I talk about Abcan? They lied to me. They said they were going to come on our show. They haven't come on our show. They said they were going to work with us. They don't want to work with us. They lied to us for a bunch of free exposure. And when we did give them exposure, their stock was up. And since we stopped giving them exposure, their stock has tumbled all the way down. You think that that's by mistake? Come on, guys. Let's get real.
Well, don't know who's calling the shots there. Mr. Keys down there is the CEO, and I hope that he puts a little more interest in maybe getting on your show there. And but only time will tell.
Well, I'll tell you right now, whether they come on the show or not, I really don't care. We're going to keep building our platform, and bigger and better companies will keep coming on our show. And if they don't come on our show, that's their problem. Not mine. I couldn't care less. Yep. But don't say you're going to do something and not do it. That's a trend that they've already started, and they've only been public for a short period of time.
Yeah. Well, I guess, all this positive press that they were getting from Rich TV, they all liked hearing that, And,
of course they liked hearing it. It was free.
And it was free.
It was free exposure. But guess what? As quickly as you try to take advantage of me, I will call you out. As quickly as you took advantage of me is as quickly as I will call you out.
No, and rightly so, Rich. You've given quite a few companies positive responses to their companies and their stuff, and here, it's kind of like everyone wants something for nothing.
Well, it's not going to happen. It won't happen. The only people that are going to get something for nothing is my community. My community will always have access to all of our tools for free, but the companies, they're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Rich TV is you're kind of a show for the people, right? And
that's right.
You never push a stock. You never say buy this or buy that. You always due diligence. Always you mention the due diligence. And you even go as far as saying, I'm not an expert, but, all I can do is give you the information, and you have to make your decisions by that, right? But,
well, I'm not an expert, and I'm not licensed. So at the end of the day, I cannot tell you guys what to buy and sell. What I can do is develop my system that works for me, get really, really, really great at trading, something that I'm still developing. I'm not a perfect trader. I make mistakes all the time. But what I am learning by trading every single day, like I have for the last 6 months, is if you buy in the red and you sell in the green and you get to know these companies intrinsically, you read their financials, you get to understand who they are, what they are, why they're doing everything that they're doing, and really get to watch the stock, eventually you will get better at buying stocks. And you will get better at selling stocks. And eventually, you will win. And eventually you will create freedom. However, everybody has to get beat up a little bit in the markets so that they can learn. And even myself, I've been in the industry for years, and this year has been a lot of ups and downs even for me trading because the markets have been very unpredictable. I mean, the marijuana stocks were on fire, then they slowed down, then they went on fire again, and now they're just completely dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you predict that? You can't predict that. So now you got to really be careful with how you're buying stocks. Because I was doing some research, there's only 3 marijuana stocks that have done well in the last month. 3! I'm not going to bring them up today because I want to bring that up for another show that I'm preparing. But there's only 3 marijuana stocks that have gone up 30% or more in the last month out of all the marijuana stocks out there. 3!
Are they Canadian?
Are they Canadian?
Are they Canadian or are they American?
Some are Canadian, some are American. So it's a combination of both. But the reality is there's only 3. So how the hell do you predict those 3 out of the sea of companies that are out there?
Yeah. And, you know, I see the Americans, marijuana stocks are getting a little bit more attention. I see them moving up a bit now, especially with Nevada now, you know, having recreational. Yeah. Well, and the perfect place, you know, Nevada to have recreational use. I mean, everyone.
If you've been watching my show,
30 million people go there.
If you've been watching my show since January, the first company that I talked about was PNTV. And I've been watching this company since it was at 2 cents. And it's currently today at 18 cents. It's up 900% since I brought this stock to the world first.
What's the ticker symbol again?
Players Network, PNTV.
Okay, yeah.
They are in Nevada. They've become fully reporting. I've been watching them every month. I've been talking about them every month. Go through all my shows. I was showing you guys this stock when it was at 2 cents. It is now at 18.5 cents. It is up 900% since I brought it to the world first. And I continuously talk about this stock, and I will continuously talk about this stock because they're doing it the right way. They're fully reporting. They're in the right place in Nevada where they've just legalized recreational marijuana, and they are exploding, and they are a force.
And you know what, Rich? I think if you can find out who the companies are that are associated with the California markets, as far as the marijuana markets down there in California, you could find out who's got the biggest footprint over there, or you know, when their recreational kicks in, I think you got to remember they got 2.5 times the population of Canada alone. You know, and I think that market down there in California, if you can find out the markets to do your due diligence and find out which companies have got the biggest portion of the California market, I think that'd be an awesome companies to invest in, is the ones who are associated with California markets.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm always doing my due diligence. I'm always researching. I'm always learning. I'm always improving myself. I am not perfect. I am not the trading expert. I am not the best trader on the planet. I don't ever profess to be that, okay? I'm a risk taker. I take a lot of risks. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I am learning every single day about the markets. I'm learning every single day about cryptocurrencies. I'm learning every single day about real estate. But what I do is I accumulate. I'm going to continuously accumulate cryptocurrencies. I'm going to accumulate stocks, and I'm going to accumulate real estate. That has always been my modus operandi. That's always been what has created freedom for me, and that has allowed me the time to follow my dream, which is to be an entertainer, and that's why I'm on YouTube right now, every single day, doing shows, because this is my dream. This is my passion. Companies are going to take advantage of it. People are going to take advantage of it. Private companies will take advantage of it. Public companies will take advantage of it. But at the end of the day, what I will not do is I will not allow people to take advantage of our community, okay? And if people want to try to take advantage of our community and they want to use us to buy their stocks and then the stocks are going to go down, I'm going to call them out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the due diligence, I'm going to do the research, and if we can find great opportunities in Nevada, in California, in Toronto, in Germany, in Australia, we're going to find it. We're going to look underneath the rocks to find those gold nuggets. And we're going to dig deep to find diamonds and platinum and rubies. We're going to do it. We're going to be the platform that's going to dig deeper and find those opportunities of a lifetime. And sometimes we're going to miss. Sometimes we're going to fail. Sometimes we're going to succeed. That's part of being an entrepreneur. Unfortunately, when you're pioneering and going where no man, woman, senior citizen, or child has gone before, you're going to get hurt on occasion. But sometimes you're going to win and you're going to strike gold.
Sure.
So that's what our goal is. That's the direction of our platform. And we are moving in that direction. And we will continue to move in that direction. In fact, I have an announcement. We are going to be doing a show on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific with David Moadel. Have you heard of David Moadel?
No, I'm not familiar with the name.
You should research him. I think you'd really like him. He is one of the leaders that has been on YouTube, Twitter, StockTwits, and Facebook. His program and his platform and community is a lot bigger than mine. And we are going to be partnering with David to talk stocks, cryptocurrencies, marijuana stocks, options, futures. And I'm super excited about it. He's coming on our show on Wednesday. And he wants to do a weekly show with us. And he wants to talk about all the stuff that we're talking about. And if you do your research on his show, he has an incredible community. He's in America, he's in Boca, and he has a lot of people that come on his show. He's very well respected. And I believe he is going to be a huge benefit to our community as far as education, knowledge, expertise, and relationships. He's very well respected, and he's a leader in the marijuana space. Before I started, he's one of the first YouTubers I subscribed to that was talking marijuana stocks every day.
Really?
Yeah.
What's his last name again?
His name is David Moadel. M-O-A-D-E-L.
Is that Fodel? F?
No, Moadel with an M, as in money.
Okay.
Money Moadel.
Sorry.
M-O-A-D-E-L. And he's quite large on Twitter, Facebook, StockTwits, and YouTube. And a lot larger than I am. And been around longer, has a good reputation. And he says the same things. Buy in the red, sell in the green. One of his sayings that I really, really liked is, if your Uber driver tells you to buy a stock or a cryptocurrency, it's probably too late.
Really?
And I totally agree with that. And we need to get better at that, Atila. We all do. We cannot chase stocks anymore, man. Chasing stocks is done. We don't do that ever again. We will never do that again. We are snipers. We are ninjas. We wait for the stocks to get beat up. We wait for them to get in the red. We wait for them to just be destroyed. That's when we buy. And then when they go up and they're pumped and they're at all-time highs, that's when we sell. And that's how we make money, Atila. Because the days of chasing stocks are over. I will never do it again. And I have to train myself and train the community never to chase stocks.
Yeah. That's you need to control your emotions. And that's
right.
The most difficult thing altogether is just to be able to control your emotions, because people, they buy stocks on emotion and stuff, and you should never ever do that, and it takes quite a bit of practice to avoid, buying on rumor and
well, that's why we don't even have to buy on rumor. We need to look for great companies like Aurora and just load up.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to load up because it's going on the TSX. It's expanding all over the world. They're going to go up. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. I'm not even remotely worried. So as far as I'm concerned, it's creating a buying opportunity.
I'm not a parent, but you as being a parent, I can see your concern with the implementation of the marijuana. But it's something that we, I think it's still going to be a great investment. I don't think it's going to tank like you say it is.
I think as an investment, I think it will be great investment long term. What I'm telling you is the industry insiders that I know are telling me that Canopy Growth Corp is going to go to $1. $1. Yeah. And I didn't want to believe them. And I didn't want to believe them. But now I'm starting to believe them. And you know what they're saying to me? When they go to $1, they're going to buy them out.
Really?
So, I don't know what to tell you.
That'll be very interesting. The future will be very interesting to see where it goes. I mean, I know that they also just made an agreement with a European company that has like 700 pharmacies that they're going to be exclusively providing their marijuana to. So
the problem is this. The problem is this, Atila. These were all trading at like 40 times multiples.
I know.
And when you're trading at 40 times multiples, there's going to be a retraction. Anyone that's been in the markets will tell you that. Okay. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I got in and started doing my show at the top of the hype. Right. And also at the top of the cryptocurrency hype. Unfortunate for me. But the reality is it's been a good learning experience and good education experience. And I'm going to just keep lowering my average cost, buying more, and getting ready for the next wave. But the reality is I'm not going to just keep buying if I see it keeps going down. I'm going to watch. Right. I'm going to wait. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to snipe. But I don't see the end. I don't see the bottom anytime soon because I don't see them moving up. So if they're not going to move up, then they're probably just going to move down. So what's the rush? What's the rush to buy them? There's no rush to buy any of these stocks right now as far as I'm concerned.
I know. So I took my money out of it because, frankly, to tell you the truth, I took my money out of the MJ stocks because I actually got sick of watching them go down any further. And the people, other people are reaping the rewards that, that I thought I was going to benefit from, and then now those people have, the stocks are just tanking.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Canopy Growth Corp, when it was at $17, was an amazing short. Snapchat at $25 was an amazing short. If I was Nostradamus, unfortunately I'm Rich Stradamus, but if I was Nostradamus, I would have actually shorted Snap. I would have shorted Canopy Growth Corp. Looking back, hindsight is 20/20, but that would have been the smart move. And that's probably what all the big institutions, hedge funds, guys like Timothy Sykes are doing. They're making a killing shorting all these stocks.
Well, when you were kind of suggesting that the marijuana, the recreational use won't be as big as you thought it, I think there's a big market for the recreational use, but all of my research, and I've really sunk my head in a lot of hundreds and hundreds of hours into the marijuana stocks and companies and researching them, and they say that the real money is going to be with the medicinal part.
That's right.
Of the marijuana. The people who are going to cure cancers.
That's right.
Alzheimer's, all sorts of things. The list is so long I can't even tell you, the kind of things they plan on using marijuana for. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, everything.
And these companies are making some pretty big moves. Some pretty advancements on using the marijuana to fight some of these conditions, right? So, and it'll be world changing. That would be world changing. I mean, if somebody, I know one company that's, and it's more than one now, but there was one company I was eyeballing who was using the medicinal marijuana strictly for cancer. Had nothing to do. They weren't interested whatsoever in smoking recreational marijuana. None of it whatsoever. Strictly to cure cancer.
That's good, because at the end of the day, we need to find cures for these horrible diseases.
Yeah, anybody who gets that, you'll be, this one stock right now I'm looking at is 5-cent stock right now, and I could see that, and like I think I told you many months ago, they're still working on it, and they've actually moved up with FDA certification. They've moved them up. and bump them up as far as the length of time that it takes to go through an FDA, what do they call it?
Approval. FDA approval.
Yeah, so all those approvals, and they got to go through like 3 or 4 like approvals before they finally allow the people to consume or to allow people to be worked on with this type of technology. But there's JW Pharmaceuticals is looking at this company, and so is Johnson and Johnson. And take a look at those stocks; they're well over $100 in price right now. So if this company happens to make a breakthrough, and they're very close to it, I mean, I've been watching this one company. They're very close to coming up with a cure for pancreatic cancer, and if that happens, that company is going to just skyrocket. And that's where the real big money is going to be made in the medicinal marijuana in the future.
I agree.
And it's not even. I don't think it's going to be even so much with recreational. I think the medicinal marijuana, these companies that use it to break through with their medicines, they're the ones that are going to really see some increased share value.
Yeah, I think that right now the marijuana industry is dead. I don't know exactly why. I did predict it would be slow in the summertime. I didn't think it was going to be like this. So it's disturbing to say the least. But what do? You just move your money into something else, or you hold and wait. That's all you can really do.
Yeah.
But it's been disappointing to say the least. I'm not really impressed. And I'm going to continue to cover the stocks, and we're going to continue to bring, the news as it happens. But the reality is, it's not the greatest time to invest in these types of opportunities. I mean, there's other opportunities that are better right now. And these guys are going to lose a huge window of opportunity and a huge amount of momentum in the markets because of what's happening. And it's unfortunate, but, those that are willing to stand the test of time will benefit greatly. And those that aren't will miss the boat, because there will be a day where they explode. And when they do, I'll be ready. But in the meantime, what do you do with your money? It's just sitting there dead. It's dead money. So it doesn't really make sense to just keep your money parked there.
Well, that's why I sold all my MJ stocks, because like I said, I was sick of watching them go down. Sick of watching me lose money.
Smart.
And it's not necessarily that I've lost the money. It's just that it was money that I once had, and it's no longer there now because of the share value
just plummeting.
Fall into pieces, right?
Just plummeting. I feel your pain.
I can accept that. I can't control that. That's something I can't control. But obviously, it's investor sentiment is obviously helping drive the price of the stocks down. Also, people don't have a lot of confidence in the marijuana stocks anymore right now.
Well, how can they? How can they? They've been eaten alive. They've been eaten alive. So how can they? I mean, it would be crazy for you to think that oh yeah, I'm loving the stocks. Well, how can you? They suck.
I've been bashed on Facebook. I made a couple comments there on some of these companies there, and a couple of these. I guess I'm assuming that they're private shareholders that were bashing me for some of the comments that I made. The comments I made were realistic. And
you are 100% correct.
The shareholders just don't like when you start saying something negative about them, and unfortunately, I had to say something negative about them because there wasn't anything positive to say about them.
Well, I'm a shareholder. Honestly, I'm a shareholder in over 16 marijuana companies. I can say whatever I want. Especially companies that I've invested in. I will say whatever I want, and I don't care what anybody has to say.
Yeah. They kind of bashed me. It bothered me a little bit, but that's part of social media too, right?
Exactly. You have the right. You have the right. It's called free speech. You can say whatever you want.
Sure.
Gives a damn what people think.
Canada has so much free speech. I think the Americans love the free speech kind of their constitutional right, but I don't know if we have that here in Canada.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
But,
of course we do.
I believe.
I say whatever I want. I say whatever I want on this show. Nobody stopped me.
Yeah, but but you know, you don't want to get hit with a lawsuit either, where you slander someone. You also still got to.
I talk fact. Right? I don't slander anything. I talk fact.
Yeah, no.
Everything I say is fact.
Like it is, right?
Everything I say is fact. I read financial statements. I read news. I read press release. I don't make things up. I don't talk fiction. I talk fact.
Yeah.
So they can try to sue me, and they can go through the tapes, and they can see that everything I've said has all just been factual based on news and fundamentals.
Sure.
I probably can read their financial statements better than they can. In fact, I can guarantee you I can.
Oh, I believe that.
I'll bet you these CEOs don't even know how to read a financial statement. They don't know what profits and losses are. They don't know what shares are. They don't know what preferred shares are. They don't know what anti-dilutive means. They don't know shit. That's why they're failing. None of these CEOs have ever run public companies before. Think about it. They're all new companies. There are a bunch of CEOs that have no freaking clue how to run public companies. That's why they're failing.
Yeah.
And they're too arrogant and they're too egotistical to ever ask anyone for help.
And Craig, I wanted to ask you, Rich, do you think that these companies, some of them are just like giving away some of their shares too?
Well, didn't I tell you that already?
Well, I just wanted it to come out of your mouth again because, yes, you did tell me that, but...
I've been in the industry for 10 years. Every single public company in the world gives shares to their friends, families, and consultants. And they can literally sell those shares, and it's illegal to sell the shares and give money back to the company or directly to the CEO. That's absolutely illegal, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. It happens every single day, especially in America. Especially in America.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe not so much in Canada because a lot of the Canadians are very conservative, but it doesn't mean that you cannot reinvest back into the company and then the company... Okay, so let me explain to you. I'm a CEO of a public company. I've got shares. I issue them to my friend who's a consultant. My friend sells them and then legally reinvests the money back into the company to receive more shares through a private placement memorandum, PPM, which I create for companies. So, trust me, I know how to run a public company intrinsically, okay? A lot better than most of these CEOs, if not all of them. And then what happens is that person who's their buddy, consultant, then takes that money, invests through a private placement back into the company, and it's legal for that CEO to then take some of that money and pay himself as a salary.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
it's also legal. It's also... Exactly. It's also legal for the CEO to use that money to pay employees, pay for promotion, pay for advertising, pay for whatever they want. That is a legal transaction that companies can do on a day-to-day basis. So why wouldn't a public company issue shares to Rich TV Live for advertising when they can just print them? They'd rather give it. They'd rather give it to their buddies because they know their buddy's going to reinvest it back into the company, and then they're just going to reissue more shares to their buddy again.
Yeah, I think I told you a story before. The shareholder dilution is the worst thing that a shareholder can want. And I bought into a company. I'm not going to mention their name. I'm pissed with them, but whatever. I bought their shares. I bought quite a few of them, and they were, a sub-penny stock. But I bought their shares, and I held like 50,000 shares of a particular company. Well, what did they do? A year down the road after I held the stock, because I had high hopes for it, and I was planning on holding it long term. And what does the stock do? It does a reverse split. 2,000 to 1 reverse split on my stock. So now I have
disgusting. Disgusting. That happened to me. That happened to me with a company called Votis Pharmaceuticals that's here in Vancouver. I actually invested over $20,000 in this company. And they did a reverse split. And my shares went from $1.28 to 64 cents. And the stock has now since then gone down to 30 cents. So $20,000 worth $5,000. I've tried to contact the company, no response. And to me, that's just absolutely just inexcusable. The CEO should be fired, and they should put a new CEO in place. The CEO should be taking care of its shareholders, and communicating with its shareholders and providing shareholders with an opportunity to make money, because that's the only reason why I invested in the company in the first place. And I'm absolutely disgusted about the company.
Yeah.
Disgusted.
Marijuana,
and they're a local company here in Vancouver, and they don't communicate with their shareholders. It's pathetic. Yeah. Absolutely pathetic.
Very similar thing happened to me. TRTC, TerraTech, okay? Big marijuana company down in the States.
No, I know it. I know it very well. It's been getting crushed.
Yeah, it's been getting crushed. And, not only that, but I subscribed. I tried to get some information on there. They're putting out some kind of a book there. You can buy it from them for, I think they want, $250 for this marijuana map for millionaires. And they talk about several companies, probably about 50 different companies there. TerraTech was in there in one of the articles, and they actually say that TerraTech will be going through a reverse split in the near future.
Brutal.
They don't know when, but it's already the stock already kind of got decimated more than half, just like all the other marijuana stocks here in Canada. But
brutal
out there, I didn't expect it. You know what? I bought them at 50 cents when they were high at 50, so that was their high. At
brutal.
50 cents, and now it's down to 20 cents, 21 cents.
Any company doing a reverse split.
It hasn't gone through the reverse split yet, even.
Any company that does a reverse split doesn't give a shit about its shareholders. And any company. Go ahead.
I called them and I emailed them. I don't know how many times, Rich. Do you think that I could even get one response from TerraTech? Not one single response.
When a company doesn't communicate with you. When a company doesn't communicate with you, assume that they are criminals.
Oh, I'm sure, and I've even read articles about TerraTech being a scam, so I don't know how true that is, because there's companies out there that bash other companies, and claim that they're better than them, and they just bash these other companies and whatever. But TerraTech hasn't even done their reverse split yet, and their stock has already gone down 30 cents from when I bought it. So I sold the stock. I got rid of it. As I watched it go down, I got rid of it a lot sooner than I got rid of Supreme. I made a mistake with Supreme. I should have got rid of Supreme long time ago. But anyways, that's just another story. These are things that we learn from. Although they're a little bit costly mistakes. They cost you money, but at least what you do get out of it is you get the learning experience, so it makes you a better trader for the future.
Absolutely. All right, Atila, we've gone over an hour and a half here today, so I'm going to say bye, my friend. Thank you for your incredible wisdom and insight. Once again, thank you for your input, and let's just continue to proceed, bro. Let's continue to move forward. Let's move forward undaunted. Let's just keep pushing up that ladder. And together, as a team, everyone will achieve more. I truly believe that.
All right, Rich, for sure.
Thank you very much for all the news, breaking the news that Aurora is moving to the TSX first. You are a true medical marijuana gorilla. Let's not lose our focus. Let's not get down by the fact that the markets are down. Let's continue to look for deals. Let's continue to look for deals. Let's continue to look for winners, but let's invest in the best. Companies that are big companies doing the right thing, that communicate with their shareholders, that are real businesses, that are going to give us freedom.
For sure. For sure. Marijuana is not the only stock on the planet, so there are a lot of other opportunities out there too. We just need to find them and expose them.
We will. We will continue to.
For sure.
Thank you, Atila. Have yourself a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. If there's any other news that you want to break, please let me know. And I've added you to our WhatsApp community, a very tight-knit community of people that I believe are winners. So please feel free to message the community anytime. I've sent you an invite to our WhatsApp group there. And it's just a very small group of about 15 to 20 people that I really believe are good winners, that are good people, good-hearted people. And I'd love to have you be a part of that community.
Okay, Rich.
Thanks, Atila. Have a great day, my friend.
Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers. All right, guys, that's Atila, the medical marijuana gorilla. Now, I got more winners for you guys. Let's talk about it right now. Look at this. BVTK. The offers are going, almost gone. Only 14 million on the offer, 10 million on the bid, and building. Up to 98 million shares. Tom, you must be happy. Good work, my friend. You're doing a great job. Look at this. PNTV. I brought it to you first, guys. Whoop! Up 21%. If you bought in the red last week, you're winning big time today. YUMA brought to me. Brought to you by DJ Cloud Ninja, Kenny Lee. Up 163% on the Amex. Wow. We're dating. Traded 3.3 million shares. Don't chase. Don't chase. Watch it. Add it to your watch list. Put it on your radar. It's a winner. Now the question is, who's watching? So, you want another winner, you ask? Well, there's more. I brought you this one, VNCE. It's now up 32%. It's a big winner. Got chicken dinner in all over it. It's true. And what about PPHM? Wow! Kenny Lee. DJ Cloud Ninja. You are a true sniper, my friend. A ninja. And you brought us PPHM, and it's up 637%. Ooh, yeah. And traded 470,000 shares. Now please, don't chase. Add it to your watch list and add it to your radar. I know it's got chicken dinner, turkey dinner, and surf and turf written all over it, but please, don't chase. People that chase stocks lose. It's called holding the bag. And why would you want to hold the bag? We want to win. We want freedom. And you, the people, you deserve freedom. Now today's show, we're talking stocks to invest in 2017. So let me give you a couple. BVTK, which is about to go to 0019 right now, live on Rich TV Live. I think I've been saying it every day. This is a big winner, people. And it's moving. It's going places. So you definitely need to put it on your watch list. And it might be one of those stocks that you just might have to buy in 2017. If you want to win. If you like chicken dinner. PNTV. I've been talking about it since it was at 2 cents. It's a big winner. It's got chicken dinner in all over it. Up 21%, but don't chase. Remember, buy in the red, sell in the green. Watch it. Be a sniper. Be a ninja. Be a hawk. Looking at your prey. And when it's nice and fat, and they don't expect it, that's when you snipe. And that's how you win. So PNTV, congratulations. Michael Bradley, CEO, congratulations. You worked very hard for a long time with a lot of failures. And now you're one of the hottest stocks in the world. And I'm going to continue to bring you to the people because your stock is on fire. Congratulations. You finally figured it out. But what else do I like? I'm going to show you guys a few picks that I think you just cannot fail in 2017. First of all, Facebook. A $400 billion company. When it's in the red, you buy it. When it's in the green, you either hold or you sell. I love Facebook. I've been a holder of Facebook since it was at under $30, and I will continue to hold Facebook. I will continue to buy Facebook, and I will continue to position myself in Facebook for life. I use it every single day. I love Facebook. It's a big winner, and it's got chicken dinner written all over it. Okay? Now, what else is a big winner, you ask? Well, Amazon. I love Amazon. It's a big winner. It's true. And it's up again today, 1.8%. Buy in the red. Position yourself in Amazon. It is a big winner. And it's, in the last 18 months, come up from $400 to just under $1,000. Incredible. I love Amazon. That's a stock to buy in 2017 and beyond. It's true. How about Netflix? I love Netflix. At $152, up 1.5% and traded 3.9 million shares, I love Netflix. This is a stock to buy in 2017. ACB, Aurora Cannabis, which I've talked to you about earlier. ACB. I love this deal. They just got approval to list on the TSX. I'm a shareholder. I own a lot, and I'm going to keep getting more. And I love this company, and I believe this is a stock to buy in 2017. Shop. Rich TV Live just became an affiliate of Shop. I love Shop. It's a big winner, up 2% today. This is a stock to buy in 2017. I love Shop. You want to see where to find Shop? You go to Rich TV Live, and we got so many services. All our stock affiliates, all of our Bitcoin affiliates, and our affiliate links are right there. And all you do is click Shopify. Boom! And you too can set up an e-commerce website where you can have your own online store. We are now a full-blown Shopify affiliate, and I love the stock. And we are an affiliate. It's true. It's true. Super exciting. You can even go to our affiliate links, click on affiliate links, and you see the banner right there for Shopify. Want an online store? Have a product to sell? Use Shopify. For only $29 a month, you can get started with one of the largest, if not the largest, e-commerce online store on the planet. Shopify is owned by Facebook. Big winners. They got chicken dinners written all over them. There's a few stocks for you guys to buy in 2017 that if you buy those stocks, chances are you're going to have quite a few chicken dinners. Maybe even a few turkey dinners. And on those special occasions, if you love steak and lobster, some surf and turf. All right, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. I got to go back to work because we're building every single day. Now remember, the streets are evil. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Do your due diligence, people. Read the company's financials and invest in winners. And go to Rich TV Live and subscribe. All you gotta do is scroll down to every page. Want to mine Bitcoin? You want Livecoin? Looking to mine cryptocurrencies? We've got Hashing 24 and Hashflare.io. All of the affiliate links all in one place. Want to sell your Bitcoin? Go to localbitcoins.com, and there's our major affiliate links: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Steemit. Rich TV Live, owned by Richard D'Souza, that's me, copyrighted 2017, all rights reserved. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace! We'll see you soon. I'll be back in a few hours with Tony Brown with Real Talk tonight. And we got a very special show where we're going to be talking about a lot of current trending things and topics happening in Rich TV Live every single day, because we're moving so fast the average person can't keep up. Alright guys, it's time to go. But what I'll do, I'll leave you with level 2. And I'll leave you with a winner. BVTK, let's see if it breaks 1-8 right now live on Rich TV Live, the greatest streaming platform in the galaxy. Thanks to you, YouTube. I love you, YouTube. Peace, guys. I'm out. Later. Let's go. Let's break the 1-8s. Come on, power hour. Let's see it. Only 1.2 million shares left at 0018. 12.5 million shares on the bid. This is BVTK. Take a look. GravTech Solutions. Can we break 0018 live on Rich TV Live? Look at the trades, all on the 1-8s, guys. Look at that. All the trades on 1-8. Nobody's hitting bids. That is incredible. Come on. One more. One more trade. All right, guys, I'm going to continue watching. Make sure you guys watch us. Oh, there we go. Another 1.5 million shares just popped up right there. So we might not see it live today, but don't worry. I'll show you what's up tomorrow, guys. Oh, here we go. Someone just took out that 1.5. All right, guys. Watch us tonight. Rich and Tony Brown with Real Talk. I'm out. Peace.